to the YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to discuss the blueprint for how you can make 10K a month online in 2025 with no starting capital. This isn't a course that's basically like, hey, like, you have to do all this, but then there's like something you have to pay at the end, like a course or some kind of like guru fee that doesn't exist. Everything in this is 100% free. The difference between this and other offers is that in other situations, generally speaking, they're trying to show you this idea, and then the sauce, like the actual way to do it, is like behind a paywall. And then even behind that paywall, there's like a massive obligation to spend money. And with this, there is no obligation to spend money. The course is 100% free. The community is 100% free. The content is 100% free. And if you decide that you don't have any money to spend, like maybe you're poor, you're broke, whatever, you can legitimately do this without any initial capital. So the solution to your problem comes with building audience. Okay. And so the only way that you can really make money on the internet is by having some level of audience. Now, that audience can come through paid spending, it can come through organic marketing. And with what we're building, it's the easiest way to kind of build through organic, right? And so if you have no money to spend on ads, then there's only one possible option to generate revenue, and that's through organic traffic, right? And so the easiest way to get organic traffic is by using our AI creators, right? And so there's a reason in the thumbnail you saw a picture of that girl. She's 100% AI, and we give you these models completely for free, okay? And so that's one of the basically like the easiest possible way that you can actually produce revenues by just starting one of these models. Now, you might say, well, now I have my model, like how do I actually make money? So what this is called and how you would actually make money from zero is grassroots marketing. Okay. And so first of all, you have to understand like you're at a natural disadvantage by not having money to spend. So for me, I can spend money on ads every single day, and I'll just have followers and potential spenders just funneling over to my page all the time because of that ad spend, right? For your situation, if you don't have that money, you have to kind of go find those people yourselves, which is where this comes in, right? And so what will happen is you'll get your model, okay? Will be 100% free. And what you'll have is a ton of what we call SFW photos, right? So what does this mean? Like, what's an SFW photo? All this means is the photo is safe for work, meaning that it can be used on social media, okay? And so all of this content can then be used to kind of generate organic traffic. The only thing that you need is one Instagram page, one Threads page, which is, by the way, connected to the Instagram, one X account, one Telegram account would be good, but it's not necessary, but would be good. Okay. And so how does this lead to you making $10,000 a month, right? So if you have no money, your Instagram has 0 followers, your Thread has 0 followers, your X has 0 followers, and you have no people following your Telegram channel. All right. And so at the beginning of an Instagram page, there's only 2 possible options to grow. Okay. The first possible option is you can spend money boosting, right? You can spend money boosting, which is basically just ad spend, and that'll bring followers to your page basically as quickly as you spend money. So like the more you spend, the more you get. We're getting roughly 5-cent followers right now with this system using Instagram, using these like AI creators, right? So 5-cent followers. So if I spend $5, I'm getting like around 100 followers, give or take. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe you're going to end up getting, 7 or 8-cent followers, but roughly in this ballpark, okay? All very good value. I mean, anything under 10 cents is honestly a good value for a premium country follower, right? So that's your first possible option to spend money. But let's say you have no money, right? What's option number 2? Right? Option number 2 is a grassroots, 100% organic strategy, okay? And how does this work? It actually works the same on all these platforms. All social media, what people don't understand, like it's meant for engagement. It's meant for you to go and interact. Like if you go look at Instagram, tons of people use it to go, comment right on the posts, comment on the reels that they're seeing, whatever, and engage. And people get in fights and stuff. I don't personally do that. It's just like not in my nature to even care about any of that stuff. But that's like one way that you can drive traffic. Okay, so if you're a hot model, right? Like let's say you're Miley. So let's go have a look at Miley. Like, let's say you're Miley, for example, right? This is an example of the AI creator. And let's imagine that there's 0 followers on this page, a brand new account. You're still Miley, right? You're still this girl. And, she's a very, very unique girl. She looks very good. And if you're going in and you go have high quality interactions with guys and they funnel to your page, they're going to follow you. Like, even if you have 0 followers, like you're going to build up an audience that way, right? And so what does this mean? It means a few things. It means commenting, liking, following, right? And so you can go in every single day and you can execute this strategy over and over again, and you can engage with every single person you possibly can. Right now, there's a limitation to this, right? And so a lot of people, what they try to do is they take it too far, right? So they try to do something which is like some form of mother slave strategy. And what does that mean? It means you're running an automated strategy to funnel people to your account using the grassroots strategy. So they're like, okay, we know that this is going to work and it's going to bring traffic, but I want to do it really fast. So I'm going to spend money to try to do it really fast and funnel people to my account. You don't need to do this. Okay. It's going to just mess up your account. When you have no money to spend, you now have to trade your time for money. Okay. So if you have $0, what you have is time, right? And your time is worth something. So if you take that time and you go get one of these models from our marketplace, and all you got to do that, by the way, it's really easy. You just got to go to t.me/AI creator marketplace, and that'll lead you to our Telegram channel. You go get your model for free. The instructions are in there. It's super easy. If you have that time and you apply that time to these AI creators, you're going to be able to build out a very, very big audience doing this grassroots marketing. So simultaneous to you doing the strategy, what are you doing? You're using the SFW content to post on the social media. Now, we also do like reels, for example, like videos like this, right? Like this video has millions and millions of views, 100,000 likes. As you can see, it's still going viral, to be honest, right? We're doing all kinds of reel strategy, all kinds of things that we're doing to bring in content, okay, to bring in traffic. So these cost money, right? So this is 100% free, just posting photos. And as you can see, the photos can generate a lot of reach, a lot of engagement. You can bring on a lot of money. We've had people grow hundreds of thousands of followers just by doing this simple strategy and posting photos, okay? But if you want to increase it, these reels cost 30 cents per video to make, right? And so as you're doing grassroots marketing, okay, which is this, remember, what are you also doing, right? You can make reels and post them. These cost 30 cents per reel approximately, but they can go really viral, right? So like as you're bringing new people in, you're building your audience, those reels are going to get pushed out to non-followers. They're going to get pushed out to new people, and that's going to lead to a lot of new audience being developed, okay? So you can do that. Or if you literally have no money and you can't even afford to make 30, 40, 50 videos, which we're talking like literally like $20 US for one Instagram page, if you literally have no money, you can just post photos plus carousels, okay? Easy, you can do that. You don't even need to post reels, and you're going to be able to go viral 100% just by doing this. Okay, you can literally just do this. 100% you will go viral. All right, and so that's strategy number one. On Threads, there's a couple things. Number one, Threads can connect to Instagram, meaning all this posting you're doing will automatically go on Threads. And if you're building an audience on Instagram, they get recommended your Threads account, so that automatically builds your audience. Simultaneous as you're doing this Instagram strategy, you're going to want to do this exact same thing on Threads, okay? The exact same thing can be done on Threads. You can do additional posting directly onto Threads that isn't even your Instagram, okay? Additional posting that's on Threads that's not even your Instagram, meaning that you can cross post onto Instagram, but you can also post on Threads. And then also, since Threads is kind of mimicking Twitter, text-based posts. So you can actually go on your Threads account, okay? Like this account has a Threads. We can see here, it has 15,000 followers. I don't even do anything on it. Like I literally just cross post and we grow, followers. Like it's very easy. But if you go to the timeline on Threads, sorry about that, there's a lot of people just posting all kinds of crazy stuff on Threads, including text-based posts. So right now you're seeing a lot of like videos being shown to me, but text-based posts work on Threads as well. So you can go on Threads, and the same way that you're doing all this interaction, you can multiply it by doing all this interaction on Threads, and you can make text-based posts. And what do I mean by that? Stuff like this. Okay, you're trying to attract attention to get these guys to convert over to the premium page. So how do we do that? Well, obviously the model is hot, but guys are going to see this. They're going to see the profile picture that you have on the Threads account, which will be of the model. I'm using this, but this is an old account. Like I'm just not fucking with it. But you're going to want to have like a photo of the model, like a profile photo. They're going to see stuff like this, and you can basically replicate this in a million different ways, and you will get pushed out by Threads. You're going to get comments. You can reply to them. Guys are going to funnel to your page, and that's just going to lead to more audience being developed. Okay, all of this is going to lead to micro interactions, DMs, comments. all of those micro interactions are how you build long-term connection with your audience. Okay. And so right now, this Miley account has 330,000 followers. But if it had 500 followers, the conversion that I'm going to get will be a lot lower. So where does the money actually come from? Where does the conversion come from to get these guys moving to the premium account so you can sell them content? The place it comes from is from your very specific one-on-one content and one-on-one interaction with these guys. So when you go in a comment section and you start replying to a guy and he comes to your profile, then he DMs you and you chat with him in the DMs, and then he subscribes, like that guy will easily spend like $300, $400, $500 in your model. Okay. And so that's how you actually build long-term connections, and that's how you monetize, right? And so over time, if you do enough of that, your audience will grow and grow, and then these photos will start getting pushed out to new audience, and the whole thing will compound. Okay, the threads will compound, the Instagram will compound. All right. On X, slightly different, right? We use our bios, okay, our landing pages, to funnel over to a few locations. Number one is the premium content. Number two is Telegram, which we spoke about, we're going to speak about later on. But number three is X. Okay, so if I were to click this, where does it go? It goes to a Twitter. Now, it isn't private, this Twitter, but it should be. Okay, so usually we send it to a private Twitter, which is this one that we're trying to grow right now. Okay, and so I have a lot of Twitters for this Miley model. This is not the only one that I have. So you can see I have that account. You know, I have like I have a bunch of, I have this account for Miley right here with 9,000. I have this account. There's a bunch of accounts that are growing, okay? And we just keep growing new pages. Now, what we're doing, since we have a lot of traffic on social media, is we're just funneling the traffic over to these private accounts. We launch them, we use our existing network to retweet them, and then, you know, from there, what happens is they just go viral, and then we just launch another private account. We just rinse, repeat the exact same process, literally for forever, okay? Like Miley will eventually have like 20 or 30 Instagram or Twitter accounts easily, right? But let's say you have no money and you have no traffic. Well, as you start building out your followers on Instagram by doing this grassroots marketing strategy of comment, liking, and following, and being like actually an active user on the platform, then what will happen? Okay, people will start coming to your profile, and if you have a link that funnels to Twitter, you could start building up your audience on Twitter. So what I would do, right, is I would have 2X accounts made, and this is easy because number one, you don't need to have a phone to run a Twitter account. I'll call it X. Run an X account, okay? And so I have education for this on my free website. I'm not going to show it in this video, but it's completely free. Like you can easily just make a Twitter on your browser with like a, you know, like a Gmail. Like it doesn't require money to start a Twitter account. It's very cheap, right? And what I would do is I would have one private X and I would have one public X, okay? And the private X, what I would do is I would use it to absorb all your traffic off of your IG/Threads account and whatever you generate off the public X. Okay. And on the public X, what would I do? Grassroots marketing, X style, right? So what does that mean? You know, you're going to be posting content on your feed, you know, both photos. If you want to do videos, if you spend for videos, then post these also. Plus text captions if you want. You don't have to, but you can. But then you're also going to go in, you're going to do your comment, liking, and following. Okay, but on Twitter, you can actually comment photos. And so what you can do is you can go find posts within your niche, right? You can go find posts within your niche and you can comment photos, right? Which people do all the time. Like you see it all the time in these like ads and stuff, right? And so you can find, this is another one of my models, by the way. There you go. Like here's an example of a model, she's an AI that is like trying to basically get traffic off of my account, right? They're doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. The account got suspended. Here's another one. That's a terrible picture. This person, you should, if you're watching this and you're this person, come get an AI model. Stop wasting your time with this. Let's see if there's any other ones. Here's another one. Also, you should come get your own AI model, bro. Come on, let's be real here. But if you look at all these guys, right? This guy's another one trying to generate traffic. He's not even posting a photo. Like he got 32 likes, 248 impressions. People for sure went over to their profile and checked it out. So there's number one, all these guys that you can take advantage of. And then, you know, number two, there's all these people that are taking advantage of the comment section generating traffic, right? So you can easily do 10, 15, 20 of these comment replies with photos every single day. You go find high quality models. I literally just showed you a couple that you can go search yourself and take advantage of, and you can make a ton of money, right? And so all of this doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you add it all together, you're going to start building an audience of people that are invested in your model, okay? 10K a month, as I said, what does it come from? It comes from audience, okay? And what that means is you need to establish a brand, right? These models are no different than Pepsi or Coca-Cola or Young LA or Gymshark or any brand that you see out there, okay? They have an audience base, they have a long-term brand that they've established, they have long-term spenders. The problem is that nobody knows your model and nobody knows you exist, okay? You don't have any audience, you don't have any brand established. If you go out and you engage, people will then naturally, through the power of social media, come and find your model and you'll be able to establish a brand, okay? That brand being established is what leads to money being made. The first month you might make 1 to 2 thousand. The second month 3 to 5 thousand. Third month 5 to 10 thousand. Okay, and so you're going to start with nothing, but eventually you're going to have some money roll in. Now, how do these people convert? Like I said, we have a premium account. Okay, I'm not going to show it because I'll get banned on YouTube, but we move guys over to the premium account. I have a whole course completely for free. Like I said, 100% free everything. There's no starting capital, which will show you how to build that premium account and how to monetize that premium account with very minimal effort. You don't have to worry about hiring salespeople or chatters at the beginning. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You can make 10K a month without spending any money or any time worrying about that. You can literally set up the entire account in 1 or 2 days. It'll be very easy. Okay. And so when I say this is the literal easiest way to make 10K a month, I believe it. If you build up 4 or 5 thousand followers and you actively engage with those followers and then you go sell them content, you can easily build up a 50 to 100 sub audience, and that'll end up becoming thousands of dollars a month. Okay. $3 sub, $20 renewal. Within a month or two, you'll easily have a few $1,000s coming in, and now you have money to spend, right? And so, like I said, there's two possible options. Once you have that money, you can then make another Instagram account and you could start spending some of that money to bring more audience in. And before you know it, you could have tens of thousands of followers, right? Or you could start spending that money to do what? Start making reels and start posting videos. You can make more Instagram accounts. You can go buy another phone and start having more Instagram and Twitter accounts running. You can pay a VA to start running more of these Twitters for you, right? And the thing with all of these social medias is that the second you build up audience on one of them, you can move that audience to another one. Okay, you can build up more audience very effectively. That's basically the formula to making 10K a month. Telegram is a way that you can capture your long-term audience. Okay, and so there's several things that you can do here. Number one, right, you can build a Telegram channel. Okay, and so that Telegram channel, like, what can it do, right? Like, you can post, your model's content in there. Guys will follow the channel. You can basically promote the premium account, and you can move guys over, right? That's number one. Number two, you can promote AI chatbot. So we use CupidBot, which is like an AI like chatbot. I'm not promote like sponsored by them or anything. I have a referral code, but listen, like, we all use it. I use it, and it's very useful for monetizing your audience. Instead of promoting a premium account in the Telegram channel, you can promote a CupidBot. So you're now doing all this marketing stuff. Okay, guys are then coming over. You're giving them the option. Hey, go to Twitter. Fine, they go to Twitter. You build more audience. They go to Telegram. Fine, they go to Telegram. You build more audience. You get the opportunity to show them your premium account and show them your CupidBot. The CupidBot does cost some money, so if you don't want to spend it, no problem. Just show them your premium. Telegram doesn't cost anything to set up. You can make a channel for free. It's never going to get banned. In the future, if you have money, guess what you can do? Now you have 500, 1,000, 2, 5, 10,000 people, whatever it is in the Telegram channel. You can then go and make the CupidBot, which I have full education how to do that. It costs like $50 a month. You can then start sending guys to the CupidBot. You'll have subs come in. Right. So even in the short term, if you don't have the money to spend, eventually, if you execute on all these strategies day after day on with your model, right? Like I'm saying, execute with this model, you'll eventually build up an audience and you'll be able to monetize them eventually, right? The audience doesn't go bad, right? That's the value of having audience. It never goes bad. Okay. And so I think one point to take away from all this, and let's like start at the very beginning, is that using these models will be the easiest way that you can actually achieve growth. Everybody wants to grow on social media, right? Like everybody wants to make money on social media. The reality is that like this is just so much easier than anything else. Like I could be myself and I could be like a fitness coach or whatever, and I could put myself out there and do all this stuff. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit, basically. It's like nobody's gonna care about me. But if you're this girl and you go and engage on social media and you leave comments and you like and you engage with people, you DM people, whatever, like you do all this stuff, what's going to happen? Like guys they're going to care about it. You know what I mean? Like they're going to care a million times faster than they would ever care about anything else you're doing, right? So you see all these guys on social media posting all this content and all this effort, and like literally no one gives a fuck. And then you just see a girl, and she's just like, shaking her chest on social media, and she gets like a bazillion views and makes like $10,000 from it. It's literally like that easy. Like it's not an exaggeration to say that that's basically what happens. Okay. Now there is work that goes into building those brands and stuff, and we have a lot of education teaching you how to do that. But it's like if you ever thought about, hey, I want to make money online, like I need to make money, this is the way to do it. You get a model that's literally perfect, completely for free. No one can tell that she's not real. No one can tell that she's AI. Okay. And so this is an amazing opportunity. There's no catch for it. There's literally no catch at all, right? I know that this is like a very brief introduction of the strategy that's required to actually like take one of these models and turn her into 10K a month. But in the education, I go very in depth about what you can actually be doing and how this all works. And I really think this is a good offer. We're not trying to like finesse you. Like most people, when they say, "Oh, this is free, go do this," like they believe that the thing is like a scam. Like it's like, oh, it's like it's not a scam. Like I run them myself. All these models that we're showing, like they're literally my models. I don't hide them. It's like, hey, like you want to see what I'm doing? Go look online. You can see it for yourself, right? So that's basically the gist of the situation. I hope that this video provided value to at least somebody out there that's like, damn, I never thought about, potentially doing this AI creator stuff and I want to start. I truly believe this is the easiest way to make 10K a month online. If you have some capital, it can happen really fast. If you have no capital, then listen, you're automatically in a tough position. Nobody's just going to hand you $10,000. Okay. It's not how life works. Like a lot of people, especially these like liberals and stuff, like they look for handouts. Okay. There's no such thing as a handout, but what there is opportunity. Okay. This is an opportunity. It's not a handout. Right? I'm not going to just give you $10,000, but I am going to give you a model that's 100% capable of making $10,000. And I am going to give you all the education and skills required that if you go work hard, you can make $10,000. Okay. There's tons of people in my community. If you're skeptical of it, you can go to t.me/chosen1vouchers and you could see all the vouchers of all these people that can confirm that this offer is legit and that I'm legit and everything. And if you see this video and you want to message me on Telegram, you can actually just message me and I will reply. It might take a little bit of time because I'm quite busy, but I will reply on Telegram and get back to you with any questions that you need answered about how any of this works and how to get started. Okay. I'll leave that video there. I appreciate you guys watching it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.